from My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school football, coming to you this season from schools throughout the region. This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to exciting high school football action here on 26 Sports and CCTV. My name is Jeff Castillo, and joining me tonight in the broadcast booth will be Mr. Mike Redman. We are at beautiful Baker Field here in Mesick, Michigan, where the Mesick Bulldogs are taking on the Manistee Catholic Central Sabres tonight in a showdown of the West Michigan D-League. And joining me tonight for our pregame show is coach of the Mesick Bulldogs, Mr. Josh Crocker. Thanks for joining us, Josh.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
All right. Just a few questions tonight, Josh. Tell us a little bit about your coaching experience.
This is my 5th year here at Mesick. Prior to that, I'd coached up in Suttons Bay for a few years, primarily with youth football at the Pop Warner level.
Okay, great. And word has it that you have your father alongside you coaching with you. How's that been this year?
I do. My father, Al, coaches with me. It puts a new sort of dynamic or wrinkle on that father-son relationship, especially when we're here doing that work and doing the things we do here in practice. And it makes those family get-togethers a little bit different because we end up talking about football a little bit more than a father and son might otherwise do anyway. So it's been good.
All right, that's great. That must be something pretty special to be able to do this year.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
And actually, he helped you last year?
He did. This is our second year with him helping us out. He's come to the games the years prior to that, but this is the second year with him helping coach. So.
Okay, great. So you've played 11-man football for years, coached 11-man football for years. This year, you guys have switched to 8-man football. So what's been the biggest challenge going from 11-man to 8-man football?
Just trying to fix a lot of the misconceptions that people have has been a real challenge. There's really not a lot of differences between 8-player and 11-player football. One of the biggest differences is really just the field width. It's only 40 yards wide instead of 50, or 53 rather. So it's a little narrower. Other than that, it's still football. The guy's got to tackle, you got to block, you got to run, you got to execute just as you normally would. Okay,
great. So yeah, a little bit of a difference when you've only had 8-man and a little bit narrower field. So I'm excited, man. It's going to be good football tonight. So what's been the emphasis this week at practice, and what do you think your keys to victory are tonight?
Well, for us, we just want to always focus on trying to get better every week, identify the things that we struggled with the week before, and try to address those issues. And in terms of this week specifically, Manistee's capable of putting up quite a few points. They had a high-scoring game last week with Bear Lake, so we want to try to minimize the big play. We want to try to force them to stay on the field and be methodical and execute. And if we can bend a little bit but not break and give up those deep breakaway-type plays, I think we've got a pretty good shot of having a very competitive game tonight.
Okay, sounds like a good game plan. Hey, thanks for joining us tonight and taking the time to share some insight on coaching Mesick Bulldogs here. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we were going to wrap up the pregame show here, and we will be back after a few minutes for first quarter action and player presentation or introductions. Excuse me.